Hey guys, happy weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Okay, this one may be a little bit longer. Um, so pick what you need from it and discard the rest because I'm going to jump around here. There's a strong energy here, a strong energy of uh, hurt, hanging on to something from the past, and needing to look at something, address something, accept something, release something. I can't tell if I think something, this is going to apply differently, and for a small majority of you, I'm going to start with what I think it is there. Okay, but for the majority of you, it's the same feeling I'm getting, but in a different caliber. Okay, um, there's a strong feel through here that you've either said something that you regret, uh, blamed someone for something, not taken responsibility for something, been so masked in hurt or depression or something that you really, sometimes we can't see the forest through the trees and we forget our responsibilities in how things get there, right? um okay, I threw a fortune card today because I just wanted to, it's the weekend and I wanted to give you a little bit of a treat too. It's the good fortune card, okay? It's good fortune and friendships, okay? And friendships also include friendships with yourself, okay? But this is a symbol of good fortune, okay? It's a symbol of healing. I don't like that word healing. I very rarely, if you hear me use it, it's a slip of the tongue. I don't think we need to heal from things. I don't think we're broken. I think we're always perfect as we are. We're on a journey here, okay? We're discovering, we're learning, we're falling, we're getting back up. We have growing pains, you know, unless even if a part of your body is broken, yes, your body needs to heal, but you're not your body, okay? So I don't use that word healing. I think that we're just growing, we're accepting things, we're learning new things, we're dusting ourselves off, but we're not healing. We're growing, okay? Because when we put the energy out there, just my personal opinion, when we put the energy out there of, I need to heal, the universe is sending you more energy that needs to heal. We don't need more. We're growing, okay? We have growing pains. That's what we're doing. Part of growing is you have to know what pain feels like to know what joy feels like, right? You need to know the opposites so that we can appreciate, which of the two that we like. But so I don't think that this is healing. I think this is growing. I think this is discovering. Okay. This card also speaks of, and this was the message that I got too, ironically. So I know it's for a small portion of you, okay? But fertility, okay? If there has been an issue surrounding that, okay, let me touch on that first. This card really speaks of, though, sexuality, potent sexuality. It speaks of fertility. It also indicates rare finds. And I think that those rare finds are within yourself, okay? They're the aha moments, they're the discoveries, they're the I've not taken responsibility for this, or it's something like that. But the rare find can be whatever it is to you, okay? It's also representative of trustworthy friends. So there are people um, around you that you can trust, okay? Or this is a newfound trust within yourself, okay? But let me touch on the fertility thing first, because I think there's someone who needs to hear this here. I think there is either a relationship where uh, one person may have wanted this and went along with someone else but didn't really want it, and I think maybe something had occurred here, and now they're blaming themselves. If I didn't think like that, it wouldn't have worked out like this. If I wasn't so angry, I wouldn't have said this. There's a need to really forgive yourself and release the situation here, okay? Because I really think that for a small portion of you, this is blaming you. You're blaming yourself, or you were vengeful with someone else, or you took anger at someone else, or someone is blaming you for something, okay? Just know this, okay? If things happen in life that we think that we cause, of course we play parts in things, but the universe in this kind of arena, you're gonna have to just accept that things worked out the way they did because they were meant to. Whatever that means to you, whatever your higher source is, you're being asked to find peace in that, to find resolve in that, to find release in that, okay? That's for a small portion of you. Okay, I had to get that out there because that was a real direct message here. And I can feel someone they either feel very guilty that they had said something or wished something, and then when it happened, that it doesn't work like that, guys. It doesn't work like that. Okay, things that are meant to be will be. Things that are not meant to be will not be. Okay, so just find peace in that. Okay, now, what I also want to get onto here is there's a lot of fours through here. There are one, two, three. There's three fours, and what I did with right next to the four of coins, I pulled that energy card that was underneath it. So if you look, we've got now two aces, two eights, two. I'm sorry. Okay, eights are about harmony. They're opposing the fours, which are about foundation, stability. Okay, I think what's happening here is, as a whole, okay, let me touch on this many fours first, okay? To me, the message that I'm getting in here, and this is above all what I've got to go with, fours in this read are coming up as the seed of the soul, okay? Whatever that means to you, but the messages that I'm getting surrounding this is, it's, again, and I think it goes back to, uh, I don't think, again, there's a need to heal. I think that love in pursuit of freedom is what we're looking for here. And that will set you free. Our thoughts, our vengeance towards other people, our blaming towards other people, our not taking responsibilities for the parts that we play in things, the things we tell ourselves, for gosh sakes, those are the things that I think we are growing from. We learn from these things. Again, don't think we need to heal from these things. So I'm not going to put that energy into this reading. I'm just not. So anyhow, within you, you have divine mercy. Okay? That's tolerance. That's forgiveness. Your soul knows what it's here to do. Release it to do that. Okay? Follow its lead. Release the stronghold here. Okay? I think you're holding yourself prisoner, which is why I think that Eight of Swords was really needing to come out in here too. I think that a good portion of this you're doing to yourself, okay? A very good portion of this, if not all of this, okay? Fours like this also mean to me, and you'll hear me say this often, there are no weak points to fours, okay? What are four walls? They are what they contain. You, your soul, your body your soul is in there. You're very steady. You're secure. You're balanced, okay? There's strength in that, okay? There is a strong foundation in that. You were built to last, okay? That's a direct message for all of you. There are no weak points here. There aren't. Okay. That's what the multiple fours in here mean to me, okay? Laying a foundation for your manifestations to grow, for the things that you're wanting to plant, okay? We've got the Four of Coins coming in here, and that's what our energy is, okay? This to me, I got a lot of things, the REs, do-overs, look at differently, come at things differently in my meditation for this read, okay? The Four of Coins is, it's there are situations now that are defining your priorities. Okay, things have shifted, things are changed. How you have to look at things now, or how you're choosing to look at things, or whatever situation this is, okay, it's defining your priorities right now, the things that are truly important to you. Okay, when we go through anything in life, everything shifts, right? That's why I don't think they're healing. We're learning here, we're growing. Okay, oops, this didn't work, let me try it this way. Let me look at things this way, let me do things this way, let me accept this. Okay, because I think there's a lot of reassessment, a lot of revision, and a lot of release. I think there is a lot of release in this reading, and I think it's a lot of release you have to take off yourself. I think there's a lot of guilt you have to take off yourself, and I think you have to release it from other people. And that doesn't mean you don't need to reach out to them. It just means, you know what? You say to the universe, I forgive myself. I forgive the situation. I forgive all people involved. I hope that they can forgive me. Under grace and in the right way, I ask for release from all of this. That's all. That releases it, okay? And that gives your guides and your angels free reign to come in and to release that in whatever way that that's needed, okay? That's what I think the Four of Pentacles really means in here, okay? Now it's crossed by the Four of Swords underneath it, okay? That is, I think you need some stillness now. I think you need some meditation. I think you need some downtime. I think you need some time alone, okay? Because I think what's happening here is that revelation or that aha moment or that vision that we spoke about earlier in the week, I think it's coming, okay? And you're being asked here to really just quiet yourself, okay? Really just be by yourself, okay? A few extra cards fell out in this reading too, so I take them. I took them, and I think that there's a reason for it, all right? We've got the Eight of Wands in here, okay? This, I think we also got at another time, okay? I really think here that this is a deliverance from something here. Just make sure that you're not jumping from the frying pan into the fire, because I think that, freedom from one thing may enslave you in something else, okay? That means something to somebody here. And I think that there's a rearrangement here. Make sure that you're in this and you're just not trying to make up for something that you said or that you did, okay? Don't do that, because what you're doing is you're just shifting things here. You're not clearing them, okay? When we feel guilty or we punish ourselves for things that need to be just released, again, we're learning as we go. We don't, when we know better, we do better, right? So I think what's happening here is this Eight of Wands has you in a very confined space, okay? I think that you're feeling very much guilty about something, sad about something, disappointed about something, and I think that that's putting you in a bad state here, okay? This is about release. This whole reading is about release. Don't hang on to things, okay? We're not here to punish ourselves. We're here to learn, period, okay? Yeah, just be very conscious of that, because that's what I think this 8 means. I think someone may say something to you. You may have said something to someone. Something, if there's another person involved in this equation, you don't owe them anything, okay? If you said something or did something, apologize. That's all. Let it go after that. We don't need to beat ourselves up 10 ways to Tuesday. You know what? I said something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I take responsibility for it. And you release it. You have no control over how someone reacts. All you have control over is yourself. Okay, and I want to say this too. A lot of times in situations I'll get when relationship issues come up, okay, in private readings, and people will ask me, well, I have to make up for this because if I didn't do this, they wouldn't have done this. they did this, they strayed, they went with someone else, they disrespected me. People can't disrespect other people. We can just disrespect ourselves. So when someone does something like that, if that might be what this equation is about, they didn't disrespect you. They disrespected themselves. So you need to not take personal uh, possession of that. Okay, so I don't know who that's for, but that's for someone too, because I do get that often, and it's just not true. We feel like we take a hit because it hurt us emotionally because we were involved with this person, right? And we think that, how could they think so little of me to do something like this? They didn't. They thought little of themselves because they were the one doing the action. Okay, this goes for whichever side of the fence you're looking at this for, because there's a loud message through here too, to take responsibility for things. Okay, communication. That's all of us, right? That's all of you. Okay, so there you have that. Okay, now we've got the Ace of Wands on the outbound. Okay, and that's crossed by the Four of Cups. So the Ace of Wands here is really speaking of small steps. Take things slow, okay? I think I just get someone painting a picture is the visual I get, and just going very slow, like not stroking across the paper, just making very small strokes. So to me, what that means is to go slow, to take little steps here. Don't make long strides, okay? Um, I think you'll see the bigger picture. I think your main message here is just to slow down. You're being asked to really just stop, not even slow down. You're asked to really just stop. Okay, so I'm glad that this comes in on the weekend. Okay, um, this has to do too. This Ace of Wands here has to do with desires. Okay, and intensity, attention to detail. Okay, if you look at the good fortune card and the Ace of Wands, those are two very, very phallic cards as well. Okay, so I'm going to say this. If that's the arena that you're looking to go in, right? Like if you weren't who I was talking about in the beginning of this reading, if you've just been having issues surrounding that, these cards are telling you that now would be the time to look at that in a different way. Sometimes, guys, and I'm not a doctor, so please don't put me in it. I'm just stating what I feel and what I know. Okay, I'm not a doctor in any way, but sometimes when we weigh ourselves down with so many things, right, that kind of slows that process up too. Well, we've been trying to get, pregnant for a year or 2 years, but yet you're so worried about it, right? Take our message from yesterday with what it was, that Catherine and Francesca. Go fix up your house and forget about it. Go about the rest of your life, okay? But still now try it again, okay? Because I think once you release whatever pressure you've put on yourself for that, I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised at how things work out in that regard, okay? Again, I am not a doctor. I'm not making a medical claim. I just go by the visions that I get and the messages that I get and the feelings that I get. So that's what I'm basing that off of, okay? And they're pretty spot on, so I would trust myself before a doctor anyway. Okay, now the Four of Cups is on the outbound with this card. Okay, so what I'm thinking about that is, what do they say? When everyone's talking, okay, beware of the one who's silent. Okay, if your partner, or if someone else in this equation with you, or if someone else in whatever this is in your life that's going on right now, however this applies to you, make sure that both of you are in this equation here, because I think there's a paradox here, a great divide. Okay, and I think that that's where this Four of Cups is coming in here. Okay, I think someone either may be condescending towards you, or you towards someone else. I think there's a distaste in something someone has done, okay, or that you've done. I think you could be on either end of this, okay. And I think there's just a boredom here. I think that maybe things just got too focused, in a direction that beat the crap out of it, right? In whatever arena that it just sucked really the life right out of it. And I think that now coming in with this Four of Coins here and this Eight of Swords, you really just don't know how to get the situation back on track, know how to release it, know how to get yourself out of the situation, but you can do it. This many fours you've got within you, untapped potential you are not even aware of. And I think that that's really why you're being asked here with this Four of Swords to take some downtime. You're going to hear your answers here. You're going to get your, open door here. And you're going to know what to do. Okay? Again, I think this was, whatever this is and however this applies, it can go back to either, releasing, like we talked about, things that people say and have said to us over time. It has staying power. This could be a situation that really just has, it happened years ago, but yet every time you go to propel something forward in your life, you hear that in the back of your mind and it paralyzes you. And then things spiral out of control. But this Four of Pentacles, this Four of Coins up on the top is really just saying to me here that there's a situation here that is it's defining what the new priorities are in your life, okay? So that may be, free time is priceless to you now. So how can I restructure my life to balance it so that I have more free time, so that I can do the things that I truly want to do, right? That would actually pull in the Eight of Swords there. That is a feeling of you need a strategic plan here. Okay, but this fortune card coming in here is saying that good fortune is coming. And good fortune comes in many, many forms. Okay? The stepping stone here is you've got to release some stuff here. Okay? And remember, there's no healing here. There's no healing. You've just got to release it and release the situation and, release the people as well. Okay? That frees up a lot of space, guys. Okay? Because I see new beginnings here. I see sometimes new beginnings, guys, are going in different directions. They really just are. Lessons and blessings, right? These are people, too. Okay? So that's what I think this is about. I tried to keep this really short, but I got a lot of messages today, and I really feel heaviness. I feel people are really stuck. People are in a place of depression right now, and I can't downplay that. I know that may be just for a few of you, but it's a strong, intense feeling that I get, so I can't let those things go, right? My mission with these videos and with what I do is, one person is invaluable to me. If I can change one person, I have to do it. So, forgive yourself. Lighten up something, do something that makes you feel better, okay? You don't need to beat yourself up 10 ways to Tuesday. We all say things and do things that we regret, okay? But you know what the quick fix is? Hey, I'm sorry. I forgive myself, I forgive the people, I forgive the situations, and I will tell you this, the universe is never going to take from you anything that's meant to be yours. And we don't always need to understand why that is. We just need to accept it and trust in ourselves. But there's untapped potential in the power that you have here, and I think that you're going to see that very, very soon. So whoever is really just riding on the fence right now and can't get out of their own way, that's okay. All you need to do right now is just breathe. That's all. And just know that this will pass, okay? So, I think overall this was a great reading. I think it's a weekend of release. I really do, guys. And I assure you, within a month or two, this will be totally different, okay? So just know that, again, those small strokes that I saw instead of the big ones, these are the game changers, okay? You don't want to make big strides right now just to get this off your paper, right? Because it's going to come back to haunt you. Something with this much staying power and that's got you this tied up needs delicate care. It's fragile, as are you, okay? So take your time, do it in the proper way. And the other thing is to make sure that you're getting adequate sleep, because I think what happens here too is if there's ideas coming to you and you're trying to do something, because the good fortune card too is, and this many fours are, things are manifesting for you. They are. Even if you can't see them, they are. So with the Four of Swords, make sure that you're getting adequate sleep, okay? Because if you're not, you can't quiet your mind, and that's when you're going to miss new opportunities, good opportunities, okay? So there you have it. I think this is pretty short. I think I covered everything. All right. But again, if someone is disengaged in this, that's okay. Just pay attention and acknowledge it. Okay. And don't let people be condescending to you. And don't be condescending to other people. That's not going to help this. This is just, that will pull in more karma. Okay. So there's no need to be condescending. Be truly genuine in the things that you say. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Okay. Okay. Have a wonderful weekend. This was a good reading. It really was. Okay. Thank you so much.